Hey guys, how is it going? It's me again, and this is going to be a rant on another thing that I cannot stand, and that is getting shushed. It's when people go shh. It's basically that sound that people make whenever they want you to be quiet. They will always go shh, SHHH. And I can't fucking stand that shit. It really pisses me the fuck off. I know it's a stupid thing to get mad about, but that's just me. I really don't know why I hate getting shushed. It just pisses me off for some odd reason. I used to not make a big deal about getting shushed until like second or third grade. Maybe even fourth grade, I don't know. I think it might be a thing that mostly people who are on the spectrum would get pissed off about. They take it more seriously than normal people would. Not only will people shush me, they can also sometimes tell me to shut up or tell me to be quiet or say to me that they're talking and I'm not. I can't stand those either, which luckily nobody has ever said to me that they're talking and I'm not. And I hope no one will ever say that to me, because if someone said that to me, that would piss me off so much. Hell, there's even times where I'm talking to one of my friends on the phone and I'm trying not to be too loud, but my parents still hear me for some odd reason and they come out of their room and they're like, shh, quiet, we're trying to sleep. And it puts me in a bad fucking mood. It really pisses me the fuck off. I just explode. I punch a goddamn wall so hard, or I just rip my hair out. I don't know. And now I will tell you all some stories of times I got shushed. I remember I got shushed by my friend Alex one time. I believe this happened around May or June of 2011. I don't know, but I remember me and my friend Alex were at his house and he was trying to listen to the radio, and out of nowhere, I just laughed for some odd reason. And my friend Alex shushed me for laughing, and that pissed me off. Another time I got shushed, this was back on July 15th of 2011. I remember I was going to the same summer camp at the time. And me and all the kids were sitting at the same table in the gym. And we were watching this one movie or whatever. I forgot which movie it was, but I remember there was this one scene in the movie, and I said something around the lines of, "This is so awesome," or "This is so cool." And one of my female friends that was sitting right next to me shushed me, and it pissed me off. Another time I got shushed, it was by my dad. I remember this was back on March 5th of 2017. It was a Sunday. I remember that day, me and my dad went to go see Logan, which is a good movie from 2017. It was also the first R-rated movie I ever saw in the theater. And I remember there was this one scene in the movie which I forgot which scene it was, but I remember I was like, awesome. And my dad shushed me for talking. And that pissed me off. And I remember I got shushed by my great aunt like 3 times. The first time I got shushed by her, this was back on June 15th or 16th of 2017. I remember that week, me and my parents were staying at her house, and I was in the bedroom listening to some music or whatever, and I wasn't even being too loud, but my great aunt still heard me for some odd reason, and she came to the room and she was like, "Shh, quiet," and that pissed me off. The second time I got shushed by her, this was back in March of last year. I believe it was March 14th of last year. I could be wrong, but I remember I walked into the living room and I wasn't even being that loud. And all of a sudden, my great aunt shushed me because my mom was sleeping. And that got me in a bad mood. And the last time I got shushed by her, this was back on February 4th of this year. It was a Thursday. Her and my great uncle were down at my grandparents' house, and we were all in the living room, and they were trying to listen to the news or whatever, and out of nowhere, I just laughed for some odd reason. And my great aunt shushed me for laughing, and that pissed me off. Another time I got shushed, this was back on July 5th of 2019. It was a Friday. It was also the day after the 4th of July of that year. It was also the same day that I saw Spider-Man Far From Home, which is a good movie from 2019. I remember me and some friends were having lunch at this one restaurant or whatever, and I was also listening to some music. And I wasn't even being too loud, and one of my female friends shushed me, and it pissed me off. I don't know. I just hate getting shushed. It just pisses me off for some odd reason. Same if someone tells me to shut up or tells me to be quiet. Or if someone says to me that they're talking and I'm not. I remember one time I got told to shut up. This was back in first grade. I believe this happened around November or December of 2008. I don't know. I remember me and all the kids that were in my class were playing soccer, which I hate soccer. It's so boring as fuck, but the dumbass gym teachers would force us to play it when we didn't want to play it. And I remember I was thinking about something funny, so I laughed so hard. And there was this one kid that was like, "Hey, you shut up." And oh, that pissed me off. I just felt like going right up to him and punching him so hard in the face. I wish I would have did that, but I didn't do that because I would have gotten in trouble for assault. And I remember one time I got told to be quiet. This was back in fourth grade. I believe this happened around April or May of 2012. I could be wrong. I remember me and all the kids that were in my class were taking a bathroom break. The teacher was taking all of us to the bathroom. And me and all the kids that were in my class would have to sit on the floor against the wall, and 3 boys and 3 girls were allowed to go in one at a time. And once more of the kids would come out, the teacher would let more students go in. And me and all the kids that were in my class were just sitting there waiting our turn to go into the bathroom, including me. And I remember there was this one black kid that was sitting right next to me, which I'm not being racist, I'm just describing his race. I remember he told me something and I was like, "Hey, I didn't hear you. Could you speak louder?" And my fourth grade teacher said to me, "Hey, you shut up." No, not you shut up. I meant, no. What am I fucking saying? I'm having trouble saying this. "Hey, you be quiet right now." And oh, that pissed me off. I just felt like sticking my middle finger at her, which I didn't do that because I didn't want to start shit. And plus, who even came up with that word? Shh. Who even came up with that crap to make a certain person be quiet? You know, who even came up with that? Who even came up with that crap? Whenever someone shushes me, it just makes me want to beat their ass or stick both of my middle fingers at them like this. And the worst places to get shushed at are the movie theater and the library. Those are the two worst places to get shushed at. You could get shushed easily. Like, let's say you're at the movie theater and you're seeing a movie, and there's a scene in the movie that you really like, so you're like, this is such an awesome scene, and someone shushes you. And let's say you're at the library and you're reading a book, and there's a really funny part in the book, so you laugh so hard and you get shushed by someone. I don't know. That's also another reason why I don't ever want to have children at all, because the baby would be sleeping, and if I said something, the wife would shush me like, shh, quiet, the baby is trying to sleep. There's even some people that know that I hate getting shushed, but they still shush me on purpose because they think it's funny whenever I get mad. And I tell them not to shush me because it pisses me off, but they still shush me anyway because they think it's funny whenever I get pissed off. Like, seriously, don't fucking do that shit. That's another thing I can't stand. I really hate it when I tell someone not to do something that pisses me off, but they still do it anyway because they think it's funny whenever I get angry. Like, seriously, there is nothing fucking funny about that shit. That shit really gets on my nerves. But yeah, that's about all I would like to say for this video. See you all later. Peace.